Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Ludwig, and I want to talk to you today about stress and the effect it has on our body. Research today is showing that as much as 80 to 90% of all doctor visits are related to stress. How can that be? Well, we use a phrase in our office where we say, what's going on in your body starts in your brain. And what do I mean by that? Well, your brain does not know the difference between something imagined or something that actually takes place. Let me give you an example. A nightmare. Let's imagine in this case that you are, it's dark out. You're running down this dirt road. It's spooky. It's raining. It's cold. And you're running as fast as you can, and you have a pack of wild animals chasing you down. They're catching up to you. As a matter of fact, they just grabbed the heel of your shoe, pulled you to the ground, and they're just about ready to pounce on you when you wake up. So now you wake up, you're in bed. You realize you're safe. But what is your heart doing right now? Pounding like crazy. What's your respiration doing? You're breathing like crazy. Your blood pressure is up. You got all these different things going. You probably have clammy, cold, clammy hands, cotton mouth, right? You have all these different things that are happening from something you imagined. You were running for your life in your sleep, all imagined. So those are some of the things that you can feel. Your jaw's probably tight, shoulders, everything, muscles are tight. What's happening internally as well that you aren't going to feel will be things like adrenaline is coursing through your body. Glucose is being dumped from the liver into the large muscles for running or fighting. This is known as the fight or flight response. This is the sympathetic response. All right? So these are the things your body is keyed up. Whatever your body's got to do to protect you, to either run or fight, that's what's going to happen right now. The blood is draining from the hands, another reason, because it's going to the core and the large muscles, but also too, if you are to be injured or cut, there's less chance of bleeding. You also have LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, coursing through your body, but that's a good thing at this moment in time because, again, if you should get cut, that's actually more of a clotting agent, so that's a good thing. That's what we want to have happen, stop the bleeding. So cortisol is being dumped in the body, hormones, there's a whole bunch of things that are going on, all designed to save your life at this moment. And yet, it was a dream. It was a nightmare. You fall back to sleep. 5 o'clock, the alarm goes off, jars you out of your sleep. You jump in the shower, you run downstairs. You realize you forgot to stop for something. You forgot a report, something else. You're running late. You didn't even have time to eat. Out the door you go. Traffic's bad. All kinds of issues are coming up. You get to work, you got phone calls, emails, and that's your day. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is feeling pretty good, 1 is pretty mellow, and 10 is craziness, we spend most of our day in about 6, 7, 8, 9. That's where we're bouncing through the whole day. And so you get to lunch, you got some issues, okay, you take a break, you're back in the car, traffic again on your way home. If you're at home, you still got the same stuff. You're dealing with family, finances, all these other things. There's issues that we're dealing with, and yet your brain handles it as a stressor, as we've got to fight to save our lives in this situation. So it goes overboard. Now, those are the things that engage. Now there's other things that in that moment of saving your life, what are some things that are not important? Well, how about digesting the meal you had several hours ago? It's not very important, is it, if you're going to try to save your life? How about processing or digesting or eliminating that food? Not important. What else? Reproduction. That's not an important issue. What about fighting off a cold? Your immune system. Well, it doesn't matter if you're going to die in minutes. So that stuff gets shut down or repressed. Let's take that out several weeks, several months, or like most of you, several years. And now what do we start to see developing? Irritable bowel syndrome, sensitivities to foods, infertility. A woman, you may have issues with your period. All right, you see all these different things, chronic high blood pressure. So many different conditions that can develop. The cholesterol that I mentioned. Oh, your cholesterol levels, your LDL level is bad. Well, of course, because your body's in a fight or flight response all the time. So that's what's going on with the body. There's some things that we can do about that. We can't make the stress go away, but there's some things that we can do to help you be aware of it. There's some exercises or trainings that we can give you. Most of our patients will go through something like this in our office. If you're curious about that, you'd like to know more about it, have some questions about it, please check out our website. In the meantime, I do plan on putting up some additional videos to give you some helps and some tips along the way on some other things as well. I hope you found this informative. Have a good one.